Good morning, YouTube. It's Wednesday again. This means another video for you. Tomorrow is Turkey Day, so if you're seeing this thing firsthand, happy Turkey Day to you if you're watching it. And if you're new to the channel, I am a realtor here in Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Darrell Coleman, and I work with Berkshire Hathaway. I love what I do. I'm here to help buy, sell, help you rent, whatever the case may be. I want to be able to be that guy for you. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get into this video because I have to drop this video for you guys. This is for the first time buyers, second time buyers, or what to expect when you purchase a home. There's a lot of expenses to be involved in purchasing a home, not just the actual purchase of a home or the loan that you would procure whenever you buy a home. There's other expenses that you have afterwards. So let me go ahead and get into that so I can show you what kind of expenses to expect after your purchase. All right, so for the first expense, of course, it's gonna be your mortgage. You're gonna have your mortgage expense. There's no real estimate on what I can give you on mortgage. I don't know what your mortgage is gonna be. Let's say just mine is $1,900. So I pay $1,900 a month. And on top of that $1,900, I'm gonna add all these other expenses. So let's just go ahead and go with mine. $1,900 a month for my mortgage. All right, then you have property taxes. My property taxes actually come out of my mortgage. So you can have it come out of your mortgage or you can pay that separate. You choose however you want to do that. If you do the property taxes on your own, you got to remember, oh no, more money, which is October, November, March through May. And that's gonna just be the time that you have to pay your taxes. So there's a first quarter of taxes and then the second quarter of taxes, and you'll pay that on your own if you don't have it already coming out of your mortgage. I have it in my mortgage payment, so it comes out automatically, but that'll all be explained in your net sheet. So I don't have an idea of how much mine is at the moment, but the full amount of taxes, I think it comes out to be like $2,800 to $3,200 or something for this home. So $1,900 is the mortgage. $2,800 to $3,200 is what I'm paying for the property taxes, but it's already coming out of my mortgage, so it's paid every single month. All right, so a lot of you are looking at getting brand new homes. If you get a brand new home, on top of the mortgage, on top of the property taxes, you're gonna have air filters. So in this home, I actually have, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 air filters. So with those 5 air filters, you're looking at like the 10 by 20 is $4.87. The 20 by 20 is $17.97. The 12 by 24 by 1 is $19.97. And the 20 by 30 is $17.97. And then there's a random one. There's like one in the kitchen. I don't know why that's in there. That one doesn't have to be changed every month, but they say at least yearly or every 6 months or so. It just depends on if it's dirty or not. I still check it every single month, but it's the 14 by 14 by 1. Okay, that's a weird filter, but whatever. If you have to change that every month, that's $19.97. So just that alone, what is that? 20, 40, 60, 80. You're almost looking at $80 to $90 every single month on top of having to pay the other, deals. If you only have 1 or 2 filters, maybe you can go on filter.com or one of these little Home Depots, Lowe's, or whatever the case may be, or Walmart. It doesn't matter. Wherever you can get your filters there. You can possibly go on there and get them in bulk, and then it'll be a little bit cheaper. You won't have to pay as much if you get it in bulk. Buying it individually, you're gonna pay a hefty penny. All right, next you got refrigerator filters. So a lot of the refrigerators from 2020, next year is 2021. A lot of the refrigerators you're gonna get might have a water dispenser, might have an ice dispenser. 9 times out of 10, my clients want a refrigerator with those on there. So if you get those, you're gonna have a water filter to change every 6 months. It's not gonna be monthly, but every 6 months, you're gonna look at an expense of $49 or so. The Airbnb I have cost me $49.95 every 6 months. You can kind of buy it in bulk. You can buy 2 at a time. To get 2, it's about $55, $65, something like that. So you do get a discount, but it's more of a generic style. Either way, the filter is going to work the same way. I buy them 2 at a time, get the generic style. I don't care. It does the same thing. So some of you have to have cable. I'm not a cable person. I don't care to have cable. That's not a priority for me. But if you do get cable, you got to know that's going to be a monthly expense that you're going to pay. Okay. That monthly expense is going to be added on to everything else you're paying. So now that monthly expense, if you're looking at it, usually averages around $100 to $185. There's times I've seen it to be $200, $265, $285. If you're way up there, you can afford it. If you can't afford it, don't do it. It's just not smart. I have internet only, and then I use Hulu or Netflix or something like that. I'm at $100 for the internet, then $17 for the Netflix. So I'm at $117 for the month. But that's added on to all the other expenses. That $1,900 I got, plus all the filters, plus the refrigerator filter. Now you have the cable bill. All right, so your electric bill. Again, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. The electric bills are retarded out here. They're ranging anywhere, and this is just the average. I just typed in what's the average, electric bill per month in Phoenix, Arizona. And it said in Mesa, Phoenix, Glendale area, you're looking at $131.31 all the way up to $350. I don't feel like that's accurate, but whatever. That's just what the average says. You should look at maybe $150 to $400 is going to be your electric bill whenever you're here in Arizona. It's super hot out here, so the only way you can really have some of those lower bills is to monitor your AC unit throughout the year. Don't turn it on all the time. Don't crank it on super low or crank it on super high whenever it comes to like the heat. That affects the gas, but even still, you're still burning electricity and all of that throughout the day whenever you have your AC on. So try to monitor that as much as possible to keep it steady. Unless you just have endless money and you just don't care, then you can put it on whatever you want. All right, so water and trash. You have a water and trash bill, Phoenix, Arizona. I know it's different in other states, but here in Phoenix, Arizona, you have the water and trash bill. It's anywhere between $19.93 to about $60 a month. That's going to pay for your trash can, for them to pick it up, to deliver the trash. Not the trash, but the trash cans, your recycle and your actual trash cans. You can also pick out what size trash can you want too. So if you want a bigger bin, then you just let them know and then you get a bigger bin. I don't know if it comes with a better rate, worse rate. I have no clue. The same rate, I really don't know. But you can always check into that if you're a first-time home buyer, second-time home buyer, if you want to upgrade, whatever the case may be. Just check into that, all right? All right, so now you have house insurance because now you actually own a home. So it'd be homeowner's insurance. But we're just going to say it under house insurance because it's like a tongue twister for me today. So house insurance, I did it again, went on Googled what is the average house insurance in Arizona, okay? And the average house insurance in Arizona is $77.25. So let's add that to the bucket. I know you don't have a lot of grass here in Arizona, whatever, we do have bushes, we have rocks, we have landscaping that still needs to be done. If you have a tree out there, if you have roses or whatever the case may be out there, they still have to be trimmed up. They still have to look nice. You got to be presentable because the majority of us have HOAs and you have to keep your lawn beautiful. Even if you don't have an HOA, keep your lawn beautiful. It's your house. You're paying for it. Take care of it, man. It's really important to do so. But lawn services for me run anywhere between $80 to $125. I don't know what it's going to be for you. It all depends on your lawn size, the lawn individual or the landscaper that's doing your yard. They're going to create a price for you, or you're going to create a price that fits you. You're going to do all of that. I created a price that fits me, $80 for them to come out every single month. That's just how it works. If I want them to come out extra, they'll come out extra, but I got to pay for that extra as well. So I do take care of my lawn guy or landscaper because they do an amazing job. All right, so being in Arizona, again, it's super hot out here. Have AC services, okay? Every year you want to have AC service. I actually do something where, and I can't even think of the company, otherwise I would tell you. But the company I use, they come and check your air twice a year. They do a full check, full service check, and then also give you a 10% discount every single month. Every single service that they do. So if they have to do a service, they give you a 10% discount on the service that they're gonna do. That benefits me because I have the Airbnb and I have this actual home. So I'm gonna need some extra services somewhere. And when something happens, I need to have a little bit of a discount. So what I do is I pay, I wanna say $250 a year. I pay it all outright because it gives you a small discount. I think it's like $30 or something discount instead of paying monthly. But $250 a year for them to come out and service it twice. I pick the time that they service it. For me, it's beginning of the summer or a month into the summer. And then right as the winter is about to hit or a month into the winter, then that's when I have them service the AC and the furnace. That's the best time for me because that's when it's really gonna be stretched thin. The heat is gonna just hit hard and you wanna make sure your ACs work. And then the furnace hasn't been used almost the entire year, you know, from February all the way until like November, you don't use a furnace. So it just sits there. So I wanna have somebody check it out, make sure it's good, ready to roll for the winter time. And this is something right here that most people don't even think about, light bulbs. You have to have light bulbs for almost every home. I don't wanna say everybody has to have light bulbs. You got windows and things like that, but light bulbs is a common, common material or supply that everybody's gonna need, all right? Light bulbs, I just looked it up on Home Depot. For an 8-pack of LED lights, it's $10.78. Picture yourself buying at least 2 to 3 8-packs a year, okay? And I say that just because you wanna have a little bit extra. You're probably gonna roll into the next year with some extra light bulbs. That's absolutely fine. But if you get 2 of them, that's only $20 for the year. But those are expenses that are gonna happen. If you have kids that are just rambunctious and acting crazy, you're gonna be running through light bulbs. You're gonna be doing $10 a dang month because they're gonna be busting some light bulbs. But just know that's a house expense that should be included whenever you're looking at things that you need to do when it comes to repairs. And this is something that might be a monthly expense. I hope not though, because you're using too many light bulbs if it's a monthly expense, but just throw that in there. All right, so the gas bill falls back to like the electric bill as well, because I started talking about it. So the gas bill is gonna come into effect if you have gas running to your stove, if you have gas running into, you might have a barbecue pit or a grill in the back. You might have gas running to your furnace to make the heat. Your water heater might be gas. So there's different things that you might have gas on. Even though it's Phoenix, Arizona, yes, it's hot, you still have gas sometimes. Not everything has to be electric. There's even gas in some instances in the laundry room for your not your heater, but for your dryer. I had to think about what it is. So there's gonna be a gas expense if you have all of these items running all the time. Your electric bill might be a little bit lower, but your gas bill is gonna be slightly higher. But the average bill, and this is why the bill range is so high. So some of you guys are gonna be like, yo, that's crazy. It only ranges high because it depends on how many utilities you have on your gas bill. If you have a lot of utilities on there, then you could range all the way up to $160. If you're like me, only have a few for my Airbnb, it's about $25. Here at this house, we have a couple of things. We have the gas grill. We have, the gas stove. So the stove is run on gas, and then also the water heater is run on gas as well. But I don't know about the furnace, but the gas bill isn't too bad. It's about $30 to $40. At the other home, the Airbnb, the gas bill is about $25, unless it's in the winter. In the winter, it jumps up to about $40 to $60. Still not too bad. All right, then a couple of other fees depending on your situation. There could be some condo fees that you would have to pay. There's HOA fees. The HOA fees that we pay here, I want to say, well, let me say for my Airbnb. My Airbnb is $170, but that's every 4 months I got to pay $170. I think here is close to like $44 a month or something like that. So you'll throw in that expense as well for the HOA fees. Condo fees, I don't have an idea of what those range, but I do know if you get a condo, you would have to factor in those fees into your mortgage and other things. If you're looking to purchase your home and then you want to rent it out, just like I'm doing with the Airbnb, I have to get tenant insurance. So the tenant insurance is going to cover my tenant just in case something were to happen, and it's going to be something that you want to do. It needs to be mandatory. Do not hesitate, do not second guess it, do not skimp on it. Get tenant insurance if you have tenants, okay? And then you're still going to have lawn services and things like that, but I just wanted to cover the majority of the things that are going to be a monthly expense for you, so that you have an idea of what your monthly expenses are going to be. Actually, let me add this up for you, and then let me see if I can get a calculation to give you a better idea of what you're going to be paying monthly just on these bills. You're going to have car bills and other things like that, but those are going to be things that you got to factor in on your own. All right, so I quickly added up what my expenses are, and that's with the mortgage being $1,900 and the property taxes already being included. Whether they were included or not, it's still going to be the same price whether you did property taxes out of pocket or if you did it included into your mortgage. Only difference again is that you pay it all on October through November and March through May. So you're going to pay it in different times. And you have to have the whole bulk of money. So it's just a lot easier to put it into your mortgage. Anyway, so what I'm looking at after my $1,900 mortgage, you gotta add up all these extra expenses, not including car insurance, car payments, things like that. I'm already looking at $2,700 for the month. So those are things that you wanna add up and make sure you're comfortable with before you make your home purchase. These are very important to look at prior to the home purchase, because once you make the home purchase, you're already in a situation. I don't want to see a lot of people in a situation where you purchase a home and then you have to foreclose because we just weren't prepared for it. So as a realtor, I like to inform my clients, hey, maybe this is, pushing the budget, maybe it's not. And it's not for me to tell you what to do, but it's for you to just look into it and then start thinking a little bit different to say, yeah, maybe I need to, think a little better with my finances, or Darrell's a stupid idiot and I'm still going to continue to purchase it. My job is not to make you feel like a stupid idiot. My job is to make sure that you're comfortable, you love your home, and to get you in it at the best price possible. And that's what my job is to do, not to inform you on finances. But I like to teach finances and have people be comfortable with any situation you step into. So hopefully this has helped you out. I know it helped me whenever I looked at it in this manner of how much I'm going to pay as a whole. It's really helped me hone in on my finances and focus in on being able to pay bills and take care of extra credit cards and cars and things like that. But if you made it this far, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and share this video for anybody that you believe might be able to benefit from this video. So many people don't factor in all of these things, and I want to be able to be the person to help them out when it comes to purchasing a home, selling a home, renting a home, or right now in this situation, making you open up your mind to the knowledge of how much you're going to pay monthly, not just your mortgage. All right. Put Shamrock down in the bottom. As always, I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video.